Ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast, realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Freddie Day, bringing you some baseball today. Late action. We had two games this morning at 9 and 11:15. Got postponed and canceled. The game was played. Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial won 14-3. 45. We now have a bit behind, but they're going to start it here at Unit Trade. Home of the stadium. Ecos Dos Ladero. Whataburger Baseball Classic, as we're live on realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. They're getting the field prepped and ready to go for the second game of the day. And then after this, we have the Eagle Pass Eagles at 6 o'clock versus Brownsville Veterans. And that's the game that's coming up after this game. Corpus Christi Veterans under the direction of Orlando Ruiz, the fifth-year coach, class of 1995 from Eagle Pass, Texas, the alumni of Eagle Pass. The Regier. An overall record of 29-9 last year. Regional finalists, they lost to Corpus Christi Moody in the three-game series. They're one game away. We want to say hello to the family of Wilma Rodriguez, first-year coach, helping out Coach Ruiz. He played rookie ball for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the Winter League, professional Winter League. The Texans, going up against a familiar for District 29 6A, the South San Bobcats, the San Antonio South San Bobcats. So we get set. Freddie Rea bringing you all the play-by-play and the call here. So we get set for baseball action here in Laredo, Texas. It is still misty, light drizzle. It's been like that all morning long, and in the afternoon, it kind of tailed off a little bit so they can start the 1:30 game. We're going to be here again tomorrow. We're going to be broadcasting the games for tomorrow. The 9 and the 11:15 will be played tomorrow morning as we get more information from the Border Olympics board of directors as far as what they're going to do with weather permitting. They'll be giving us the indication of what's to come. And South San Bobcats will have Javier de Alejandro on the hill for them against Corpus Christi. And for Texans, they will have Jacob Davila. That's their two starting pitchers for today's 3:45 matchup. It's realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Freddie Day, I bring you all the play-by-play action of the game and live on your cable TV or on your TV, not cable TV, on your TV. If you have a smart TV, you can actually connect Real RIO Sports Live. Our Facebook, Real RIO Sports Live. And Roku TV and Apple TV. Also, just go and direct the website, www.realriosportslive.com. Go down to the specified tab where it has the Border Olympics. And you can go and find the game there. We'd like to thank everybody that has already logged on and tuned in. We're about 5 to 10 minutes away from game start. As they're going to be taking some, not infield, outfield. They're going to be catching balls and getting ground balls. They're not going to get the in and out that they normally do. But we're going to give you the starting lineups for both teams. And for the number 3 on shortstop. Over at first is and batting cleanup. Number 19, John Perez. At third base is Joseph Anaya, number 12. Hitting 6, number 5, Brandon Rodriguez. He'll be playing second. And DHing for the pitcher spot, number 10. Plate. And number 13, playing left field, is Russell Singler. And so that's the starting lineup for the Corpus Christi Ray Texans. And for the South San Bobcats, their starting lineup, hitting first in the leadoff spot and playing center field is Eric Lerma. And hitting second right behind Lerma is David Ramirez. It would be Coach Robert Zamora. Is number 5, Jacob Elizondo. He'll be playing shortstop. Over at second base is number 13, Francisco Martinez. Over at first is Frank Serrata, and he'll wearing number 23. The DH for today's game is number 19. He'll be hitting sixth. On third base is Ray Villalobos. He'll be wearing number 20 on his jersey. Number 1, Giovanni Sandoval. He'll be playing right. On the hill, like I said, it was Javier de Alejandro, a lefty, a crafty lefty. And he's wearing number 2. And playing left field, Ryan Ochoa, wearing number 4. Those are starting lineups for today's game as we get set for some more baseball action. San Antonio South San, the Bobcats, and the Corpus Christi Texans, Live Southwest. If you guys would like to donate to our cause or sponsor, you can call me at 830-968-2010, or you can email me at riosportslivesw@gmail.com. And also, we do have PayPal, so if you want to do that, I can send you our PayPal account and take care of some bills, so to speak. But we want to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in to realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. And we got a great game set up for you guys today. The 32nd annual Whataburger Baseball Classic, the Border Olympics baseball tournament from Unitrade in Laredo, Texas, the home of the Tecolotes Dos Laderos. And we got some information from Juan Salinas, the marketing director. We'll pass along that information later. But we are almost ready here. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more from Unitrade Stadium in Laredo, Texas. You're listening to Freddie Lea, realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Roadie's Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Roadie's also had buffalo wings, seafood platters, and boneless wings? Don't forget the poppers. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 830-773-9189. If you need us to cater, call us at 830-325-4470 for the Roadie's Roadie Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985.
4 years ago, when we ran for re-election, it was the first time in the history of Maverick County that the county judge didn't have an opponent. Maverick County was embroiled in a big scandal having to do with federal funds. We were able to turn Maverick County around, and now other people want to run. We've reduced our debt from $70 million to $24 million in the last 4 years. We now operate with a $3.9 million surplus, and on top of that, we're compliant with all of our audits. And we're here to work for you and to fight for you. We'll continue to do that for years.
Experience as a farmer, 6 years as an agent. Call them up for your home. 650-188, 2149 Del Rio Boulevard, Suite 202. And we get back. Getting set for the start of this game as the coaches are at home plate. Coach Reese and Coach Zamora. So they tried to get the field ready this morning, but with the rain coming down, they couldn't get it dried up and taken care of. So thank you for being live on realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We get set for this game today. As we talked about both teams, South San did not have a good campaign last year. They got some pieces from last year's team. For instance, the pitcher that's on the mound for them, Javier de Alejandro. Like I said, he's a lefty, very crafty. The ball moves a lot. See what Texans can do today on the mound for him. The Corpus Christi Ray Texans, we have Jacob Davila, and Davila is actually a Coach Reese. He does have a big senior class. Antonio Valdez is a senior. AJ Solis is a senior. Kenneth Ryan is a senior. Joseph Cantu is a senior. Anaya is a senior. Is also a senior. Singular. Thomas Garcia is a senior. Chris Martinez is a senior. John Perez is a senior. Javier Estrada is a senior. And Jacob Davila is a senior. So he's got a slew. He does have a freshman, Troy Johnson. He does have a couple of sophomores in Isaac Torres, and then he has a good junior class. 5 juniors, so some experience. So we get set to go here. As the Corpus Christi Ray Texans will be the home team, and South San will be hitting first. Did find out we do have some scouts here. It's a big tournament. We get over 50 teams from around the state of Texas. You're about to see some kind of scouts patrolling also here tonight. Unitrade, Kruger Field, Alexander, Benavides, baseball field, Student Activity Center. I mean, you're talking about baseball in South Texas. This is one of the major tournaments that people look for every single year. They have a waiting list. So expect to be on a waiting list if you're a high school that wants to participate in this tournament. And also, there is a softball tournament in town also. So big business, and it is big for the community of Laredo, Texas, and adjacent to the field. Also, another venue here is the Laredo Energy Arena. We want to send for everybody that's in San Antonio that is watching us, tuning in. Congratulations on the South San Lady Bobcats. They made the playoffs. They made a nice run in the playoffs. Also, congratulations to them. As we get set here for the game to start. And again, Freddie Rea alongside my co-host, which is myself. We'll be an operator. We'll be having for the second game, the 6 o'clock game up here. So as of right now, our vantage point, we'll have that. We'll have the hitter, the pitcher, and the third baseman area. So you get that kind of vantage point right now. And we're just getting set for the first pitch. And Eric Lerma, the leadoff hitter, is Jacob Davila. Now he's got 2 strikes on him. No balls, 2 strikes, and we're at the top of the first. Quickly on the mound and in the dirt. That caught the umpire. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. Want to send a shout out to Mr. Olivares. He's also one of the directors, retired, the city of Laredo. He's a good friend and also from Eagle Pass. Lerma leaned on that one. So ball 2, high, 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Davila with the 2-2 count and catches that outside corner for out number 1. So Davila gets his first strikeout. There's Lerma. Now David Ramirez, catcher. Outside ball 1. So I want to send a big shout out to everybody in Venezuela. Venezuela is the Coach Rodriguez for the Texans. The assistant coach is from Venezuela. So muchos saludos a todos in Venezuela. And runs the count now 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out as Davila gets behind in the count. Working on David Ramirez, the catcher for South San. And comes right back with a strike. So 3-1 count. Ramirez will see the right-hander Davila and walks him. He trots over to first. Jacob Elizondo, the shortstop, coming up to bat. There is a courtesy runner for the catcher. We'll get that in a second. Coach Walls is at first. That'll be number 10 that's doing the courtesy running, and we'll get that number here in just a second. Isaiah Muñiz is the courtesy runner at first for South San. As Elizondo fouls that delivery from. Had a small talk, had a quick talk with Coach Reese, just reminiscing back in the day, class of 1995. And the ball is hit on the right side. That gets hit in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning. We're in the top of the first. This was a scheduled 3:45 game, so the 2-hour time limit. And a hit to shortstop. Flip over to second. Over to first for a double play. As they get a tailor-made double play. 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. And that retires South San in the top of the first. Listening to the
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday. Today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
They start their season March 23rd in Nuevo Ladero, and their season is on the 24th of March. So they have their home openers as they play both in Nuevo Ladero and in Laredo, Texas. Sponsorships, call Juan Salinas at 956-267-0336. Ball 1. Misses inside, ball 2. Doesn't get any part of that outside corner. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. And right down the back is that Alejandro comes back on Valdez. 3-1 for Valdez. The Texans. Strike 2 as that catch is inside corner and starting over first, but Valdez and the home plate umpire called him back. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count Is Alejandro Wines and pitch. That's fouled off. Right side. And a shot to the gap to right field, and under it is the right fielder for out number 1. This is retired. Center fielder on the inning is on Vasquez. Fouls that one off. Strike 1. If you guys want to check out the brackets, you can find the Border Olympics here. And there is the shorty outliner. Little Alejandro Vasquez. Right fielder spin. Lefty dig. We got 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Outside pitch, ball 1. Oh man, hit for a single middle to center. As Flores, it's on base. Now the cleanup hitter, first baseman John Perez, number 19, another lefty. With 2 outs, has the runner at first base. So 1-1 count. And a slight step. He gets back. Low for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runner at first base is Flores. Set up in the stretch. Alejandro comes. And a ball hit right side. Foul. A hit and run put on by Coach. So it evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Still no score. 0-0. Corner just misses on the outside. Full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Andro should be a junior this year, if I'm not mistaken. And the runner goes, lifted high. Under it, field. It's the right fielder for out number 3 on the ball. That retires the Texans. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left on base. After a full inning, Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels, located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, a new location in Uvalde, Texas. Saritas Tortilla Factory with 3 locations with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. On the hitter for the South San Bobcats. Low. Francisco Martinez, the cleanup hitter, hitting fourth and playing second. And a hit backhand by the shortstop. And got him. Nice play by the shortstop. One out. We're in the top of the second. 0-0. He put out. Serata. First baseman. And first pitch swinging. Over to the shortstop. Bobbles it. Still has time to pick it up. And got him. As the shortstop. Getting busy. Antonio Valdez. Another 6-3 put out for out number 2. Or now the DH for the South San Bobcats, John Ramos. Called strike. Changes his speed on that one and gets him going. Strike 2. Misses in the dirt. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. On there. It's fun to watch baseball so early in the year because teams are as far as getting acclimated. There's scrimmages, so to speak, and in scrimmages, for the most part, we let everybody play. Gotta get the playing time, and then gets him swinging for out number 3. As we go to the bottom of the second, still no score. You're listening to Friday Day Out, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We'll be back with more after this.
Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by.
The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez, serving Houston area. Call us first or learn more at www.rgz013302. With 15 years of experience, call us first. Fair, someone with integrity, respect, sincere, someone is of Orlando Rodriguez. So we're back to live action, and De Alejandro on the mound for South San. Now hitting is number 12, Joseph Anaya. He's due up for the Texans, playing third base. So quickly gets ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. So Coach Reyes has a pretty good lineup of lefties. And just misses outside, ball 3. And misses ball 4 as he walks the leadoff hitter. Now Brandon Rodriguez, the second baseman. So runner at first base with no outs. Bottom of the second. Alejandro misses high. Got rained on last night. So 1-1 count on Rodriguez. Runner goes, but a low and inside pitch. So over to second is Anaya. Man, a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder. Back. And under it as Anaya tags. Play at third. Not in time. Anaya takes third. Rodriguez, a shot to center field. And not quite sure what the DH Tyler Ryan now digs in with a runner at third now and no outs one out in the inning. Alejandro starts him off with a pitch inside low, ball one. Catches that outside corner. So 1-1 count. Ryan with a runner at third. It's a gloomy day, but still a good day for baseball. It is overcast. Kind of drizzly, but a definite chance of baseball. Misses ball three. So full count now. Two strikes, one out. Runner at three. Misses high. So runners at the corner now, first and third. Sam Canales, the catcher, is due up. Coach Reese will be out the race. It's time playing baseball. Remember him from way back in the day, playing Little League, and Gene's father, Pops, coach. This is high and inside ball one, along with his brothers, Goka and Ricky Reese, who have the Lady Eagles playing in swing and miss, strike. So 1 ball. Runners in the corners, first and third. Misses high. Ball two. 36th annual baseball tournament in Laredo, Texas. Freddie Dea. RealSportsLive.com. Real Sports Live Southwest. They take their lead. Misses high, outside, ball straight, ball three, three balls. Ball four. Alejandro now loads up the bases with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Walls will come out and talk to his Baker will be back. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Roadies, Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Roadies also had buffalo wings? Seafood platters. Don't forget the lobster wings. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 910-893. If you need us to cater to, call us at 840 for the Roadies Roadie Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1980.
So we're back live. It's De Alejandro and the rest of the infield had a little discussion. Now number 13, Russell Singler. First pitch misses, strike one. He swings and he was in the 400 mark. We got a game later on tonight, also with Alexander and Tomball. Swing and a miss, strike three. Goes down. Very happy now in the inning. Still no score, 0-0. Back to the top of the order. Antonio Valdez, who flied out to right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Coach Reese has him with an aggressive approach to the game. Fouls that one off. Strike two. Alejandro misses again. Z hits the front of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Evens the count at bottom of the Texans score. Bases low. And foul ball. A 2-2 count. Misses high, ball 3. Run the count 4. Everyone running here. This is low and away. Ball 4. As Ray Ramirez safe at second. Was looking that the third base didn't come home. So 1-0. Chrissy Ray comes in with their first run. Valdez walking and bringing in a run. First pitch swinging to right field. Here it is. Back is right fielder and under Sandoval to retire the Texans and go with the first run here in the bottom of the second. So after 2 complete from Laredo, 32nd annual Olympics Waterbury Baseball Classic. Corpus Christi.
Roadie Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985.
So we're back to live action. 1 out here in the inning is first hitter for South San Bobcats. Villalobos flied out to center field for out number 1. Now Giovanni Sandoval, the right fielder. As Davila starts his third inning of work. In the top of the third, 1-0 is the score. Missing high, ball 1 on Sandoval. The walks on the One three for the put up for out number 2. We'll go to the top of the lineup. Eric Lerma, who struck out his first time up. So with 2 outs here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And the chopper between, it's an in between. And did not hit. Move Sandoval over to 3rd. And that one hits Ramirez. As Ramirez will go down to first base. Loads up the bases as Davila came way inside on that one. So here in the top of the 3rd, South San has runners occupying every single base. 3 base runners for the hitter, Jacob Elizondo, the shortstop who hit into ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded for South San. Ball 2, 2 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. And that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So payoff pitch, Davila. And a grounder towards the second baseman. Over to first for out number 3. As they get out of a jam, Davila gets Elizondo to ground out to the second baseman. 4-3 for out number 3. And that retires South San Bobcats. No runs, 1 hit. 3 left on base. Texans 1. South San 0. We'll be back with more after this.
4 years ago, when we ran for re-election as county judge, it was the first time in the history of Maverick County that the county judge didn't have an opponent. Maverick County was embroiled in a big scandal having to do with federal funds. We were able to turn Maverick County around, and now other people want to run. We've reduced our debt from $70 million to $24 million in the last 4 years. We now operate with a $3.9 million surplus, and on top of that, we're compliant with all of our audits, and we're able to apply for funding again. We're here, and we're here for you and to fight for you. We'll continue to do that. We're not done. I humbly request your vote for your servidor, David R. Saucedo, in the March primaries. Thank you.
And we're back. Flores, Pérez, and Anaya due up for the Texans. We're in the bottom of the 3rd, 1-0 still on the mound for South San. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Missing low. Ball 1. And catches. Well, everybody here thought it was a strike as the umpire turned towards the right side where normally would call a strike, but he called it a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one just a bit inside. Didn't catch any of the plate there. 3 balls, no strikes. And De Alejandro just comes dealing straight back with a rear back fastball. Flores now at 3-1. Man, misses low. As he walks Flores. Flores 1 for 1 with a walk. Now Perez, first baseman who flew out to right field. 0 for 1. First base. No outs. Almost got away from the first baseman. Comes set from the stretch. The pitch. And misses high. Ball 1. Friday afternoon and takes off to second in time. Ramirez gets the runner Flores at second for out number 1. So Perez digs in. The 1-1 count there. Swing and a miss. Catches that inside corner as he's working the corners and he's trying to see if he can get away with running the ball in on the hitters as De Alejandro wheels and deals here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. For out number 2. The bottom of the second, 1-0. As Perez goes down swinging. Now Joseph Anaya, who walked and has the only run scored here. That was off a walk. He walked, he stole second, and De Alejandro there got 4 walks and walked in a run. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. On the hitter, third baseman Joseph Anaya. Misses inside. Three, the count. And finally, knee high. Away with that one. So 1-0 the score. As Alejandro issues his second walk to Anaya. Now Brandon Rodriguez, who flew out to center field back in the second, digs in. Nice play by Ramirez behind the plate, not to give that extra base. So 1-1 count. Now strike 2. Now it's strike 2, excuse me. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The dirt, runner goes. No chance as the ball trick. So we go to the 4th inning. With the Martinez 3 complete. Corpus Christi Ray 1, South San 0. We'll be back with more after this.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Rody's Country Fried Chicken.
So we're back to live action, and leading off the inning is Martinez, who's 0 for 1. Rounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Davila still on the mound for Corpus Christi Ray. Don't forget, guys, follow us on Facebook, Real RIO Sports Live. Like us, share us, and also on our YouTube channel, go subscribe. Right back to the pitcher, Davila, over to first for out number 1. Our next broadcast is after this one. That's the Eagle Pass versus Brownsville Veterans. Deep fly ball. Under it is the center fielder, Ron Vasquez, for out number 2. Now the designated hitter who struck out his first at bat back in the second is John Ramos. With 2 outs here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Misses low, ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davila on the mound for Corpus Christi Ray. Misses. He was trying to make him chase something out of the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right back to Davila for out number 3 as Davila takes care of 2 of the 3 batters himself. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still, Corpus Christi Way 1. South San Bobcats 0. Listen to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We'll be back with more after this.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. Chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
And we're back to live action. We get into the bottom of the 4th. A bit high. And the shortstop, it's under that one. In shallow right field, left field, excuse me. That was the designated hitter, Tyler Ryan, flies out for out number 1. And first pitch swinging, lifts it into the infield as the second baseman comes over, and under that one as the Canales. So 2 outs here quickly in this inning. Now Russell Sigler struck out his first time up back in the 2nd. Ball 1. Man, gets hit on the arm there as De Alejandro comes inside. So he goes over to first with 2 outs now. Top of the order, Antonio Valdez, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. So this third time up to right field. Looking at De Alejandro. De Alejandro deals a fastball. Coach Reese over at third base. Not as loud and as his other 2 brothers that coach. Coach Ricky Reese and Coca Reese, who patrol the coaching boxes for softball. So Valdez looking at a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Misses high. Ball 2 evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A weekend of baseball Thursday. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 outs with a runner at first. and walks Valdez. Over the first. Now Ron Vasquez, the center fielder, who's 0 for 2. Flied out to the shortstop and flied out to right field. So runners at first and second. Gets to the plate. And he is out at the plate. As they're going to be talking it over. And a nice play by the right fielder. As he got that ball in quickly for the third out. We go to the top of the fifth with the score still. Corpus Christi Ray 1, South San 0. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We're still of the fifth inning. One ball, no strikes. On later. Hurricane on this on the mound. 4 1/3 innings. Trying to finish his fifth inning. And a shot to the gap. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And third. Stops Lerma. Ramirez delivers a single. An RBI, 2 RBI single to the gap in right center field. Lead and let him over third with 1 out now. As the coach comes out to talk to Davila, a little conversation at the on the mound. 1 lead now for South San as they break through here in the top half of the fifth inning. The plate is Jacob now for 2. The runners at the corners, first and third. 1 out. And first pitch swinging. Lifts it high, right side, and foul. So with 1 out, South San gets 2 on the board. Over at third is Lerma. Over at first is Ramirez. Actually, it's a courtesy runner, number 10, Isaiah Muñiz. For 1-1 count. And the ball hit into the center field. They're going to tag up, and he decides not to tag. So 2 outs now. As Elizondo flies out to center field, shallow center field. Martinez comes to bat, who is 0 for 2 today. David throws over to first. Trying to get Muñiz leaning over there. So 2 outs. Runners at first and third for South San. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Brings in Lerma. Shot the man. Third. He's going to take 2-1 lead. 3-1 here in the 5th inning. As they take a 3-1 lead. We go to the bottom. South San 3. Corpus Christi Texans more after this. You're listening to Freddie Dea. Real Sports Live, Southwest. RealSportsLive.com. And the first hitter is Isaac Flores, flies out to the catcher for out number 1. Now John Perez, who's 0 for 2 today. Working his 5th inning. He gets strike 3 as he number 2 is looking for out. Now the lefty Joseph Anaya, who walked twice, has 2 stolen bases, and the lone run for the Ray Texans. Ball lifted high. Shallow left field. The left fielder coming in and under it for out number 3 as he squeezes in. We go to the 6th with the score. 1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Dea, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. So we're back live, and now to the top of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging, line drive to the second baseman for out number 1 is John Ramos didn't even wait on to the second baseman for out number 1. Novia Lobos. On the score, top of the 6th inning. He threw out 7 innings of the game. Started at 4 o'clock, so we're about an hour and 40 minutes of game time. Got another 20 minutes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. And fouls that one off. Don't forget, guys, to go on our website. We have the updated schedules, the updated scores. Also, visit Border Olympics, as they also have their Twitter and updated the Twitter and update their Facebook. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Villalobos digs in. Reached on an error and missed inside. So 2-2 count, 1 out. Martinez working on the mound. Villalobos to the shortstop. Double clutch over to first for number 2. But this takes care of that one for out number 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In that top half of the 5th. Looks like there's some action in the bullpen for John Ramos to close out the 6th and maybe the 7th. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 3-1 score. San. It's the 1 the count now. And Martinez. So 5 full innings in the books for Davila. Swinging a minute. Well, we're in the bottom of the 6th, 3-1. Corpus Christi Ray Texans. They have Rodriguez, Ryan, and Canales due up. This home half of the 6th. 0 for 2 for Rodriguez. One ball, 1 strike on the hitter. Time is called. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fouls that one off. Stays alive in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I want to thank everybody that has logged on and tuned in. There's Alejandro still on the mound. Working the 6th inning. 5 innings of work. Gonna miss strike 3 is Alejandro. Gets Rodriguez for the 2nd time. As he gets the first out of the inning. Tyler Ryan now. The shortstop. Right after 1. Alejandro on the mound, the lefty. Skips that one into dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Missing outside. Ball 2. Showing back. 2 strikes. So the ball falling in fair, right side. Right. This Canales hits a double. This is high, ball 1. So runner at second with 2 outs now. Down 3-1. Lifts it high and ball just falls about where we're at. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Johnson on the mound and over at second right now. Courtesy runner for Canales. Kid receiver number 4, Benavides. Misses ball 3. One strike, 2 outs. Alejandro trying to get out of this inning. And Alejandro comes back in. Called strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We're going to be back this live between Brownsville Veterans and Eagle Pass. And walks Benavides over first. So runners at first and second. Down by 2, 3-1. Their lone run came back in the second inning. Now Antonio Valdez, the senior shortstop, digs in, walked twice, and flew out to right field. His first time up, his first bat. And a rip into right field. They're going to be looking at waving Johnson home. No, he decides to. Coach actually looks at him and we get a new pitcher on the mound for South San. Alejandro works 5 2/3 of an inning, and the new pitcher is number 19, John Ramos. As Alejandro goes over to center. Three to 1 is the score, as Corpus Christi Ray had one run that came in the second ball. South San had their 3 in the top of the 5th. Now bases loaded, 2 outs. Ramos tries to close the door here. First pitch swinging, and 1-1 score. All the way around. First is and we're gonna call it a single with a 1 base error. Actually, we're gonna call it an error all the way through. For some reason, outfield they was charging. It was a single, but I don't know. We're gonna call it an error there. And 3 runs come in. Get 4-3. Clears the bases on that. Hard hit ball to center field. So now the hitter is Isaac Flores. Wants to go for 2 single and flight out to the catcher his last time up. First pitch swinging, lifted high. The shortstop under that one for out number 3. But they take a 1-run lead into the top half of the 7th. As Corpus Christi Ray comes back and takes a 1-run lead. We've got those that came in Friday day at RealSportsLive.com. Real Sports Live Southwest.
4 years ago, when we ran for re-election as county judge, it was the first time in the history of Maverick County the county judge didn't have an opponent. Maverick County was embroiled in a big scandal having to do with federal funds. We were able to turn Maverick County around. $24 million in the last 4 years. We now operate with a $3.9 million surplus. And
Top 7 will be over. First pitch to the pinch hitter is trying to look at the number on his jersey. Number 2. Now Davis. Down by 1. We're Unitary Stadium in the second annual Water Baseball Classic. Unitrade Stadium, now the home of the Tecolotes Dos Laderos. They also play in Nuevo Ladero. Martinez. Third baseman. Another drive. Time is. And that takes care of the top of the 7th. There's all 3 of them ground balls to the third baseman. 1, 2, and 3. 4-3. Corpus Christi Ray. Texans take the win. My camera operator and Freddie there. We'd like to thank everybody who's logged on and tuned in. We're going to be back shortly. As the first 2 got rained out in the morning, got postponed. So 4-3, the final. Corpus Christi Ray in the bottom half of the 6th, and gets the lead.